I'm Stuart Roberts of NDF Research, and I recently had the privilege of sitting down with the Scientific Advisory Board of Kazia Therapeutics. They're a great and talented bunch of people, and they include the respected surgeon Sir Murray Brennan. Not every day that you meet a knight of the realm, and in Sir Murray's case, one who has had a particularly distinguished career as a surgeon and as an expert on soft tissue sarcoma. Sir Murray started at the University of Otago, but most of his career has been spent in the United States at some prestigious institutions in that country.
Well, I first went to Boston and did a residency in Harvard Medical School in the Brigham. Then I spent 6 years at the National Cancer Institute developing my own laboratory. But then I came to New York in '81 and joined Sloan Kettering. Became the chairman of surgery there for 22 years. Had lots of opportunities to leave, but it was such a great place that I never left. And once I stopped being chairman and stopped being operating, they suggested I take over all of our international programs, and that's pretty much what I'm doing now.
Although a surgeon by background, Sir Murray understands the vital importance of new drug development, particularly in areas such as glioblastoma, where the treatment opportunities to date have been limited.
Surgery is not the solution to GBM. It's
right.
part of it. Very few neurosurgeons would say that they remove all the tumor. Plus, you see those tumors in places in the brain which literally cannot be operated on.
Right.
So there has to be a secondary event.
Right.
And taking on that challenge is a huge challenge, but it's worth it.
I talked with Sir Murray about some of the advances that we are seeing in all sorts of cancers, particularly those that have been difficult to treat up till now.
But the goal is to get the same or better result with less side effects, and whether it's surgery, and the same with chemotherapy, focused chemotherapy. We no longer have people that just sort of enter into a shotgun regimen. And some of those dramatic changes are amazing. You probably know we have recently reported 10,000 patients that we've analyzed their genetic profile, 480 genes. And it's amazing what's come out of that. Recently published in Nature Medicine. And if you're one of those people where we look at your tumor and you've got a targeted entity, it's the difference between life and death.
It's important to remember that even for eminent physicians like Sir Murray Brennan, cancer is not just an intellectual exercise or a way to make a living. It also is a way to make a meaningful impact on the lives of real people, where sometimes the results can be amazing.
I've had personal experience with that with a member of my family who expected to be dead in 6 months, now riding a bicycle in Europe 2 years later.
Yeah.
She eventually will probably recur.
Right.
But just because we looked at a tumor, she had an abnormal gene for which there was a drug, for which there was a target, went from dying to riding a bicycle.
Yes.
It's that whole concept of maximizing the focus on the patients, focusing on the tumor in the patient, as opposed to focusing on the tumor.